Going on YouTube. So I just see these guys on the radio. What's going on YouTube? Anyway, I just want to get on here and tell you guys that I got 9 months sobriety, and 9 months and 1 day, or actually 9 months. I had 9 months sobriety on the 18th. Excuse me. Today's the 20th. So, just wanted to share my thoughts with you guys about sobriety. I've been in and out of sobriety for, since I was, the first time I went to rehab, I was 17. My dad had committed suicide, the man that raised me, mostly. My stepdad, my half-sister's real dad, and we got close, as I grew up, and tragedy struck, and I ended up a bad alcoholic and bad drug addict at 17, and it wound me up in prison for my first time at 18 years old, and no excuses for doing what I did. I just didn't know how to handle it, and but anyway, that contributed to being a drug addict and an alcoholic for most of my life. On and off. I could say on and off for the past 20 years. I'm 45. I'll be 46 this summer. And the one thing that I've really noticed about staying off of drugs and alcohol, with me anyway, is it's way different than being like a social drinker that's never really had a problem with alcoholism or drug addiction, because once you've been addicted and you rely on the alcohol to help you function, or you rely on the drugs to help you function, it does something to your brain. So when you do decide, you want to get sober, it's really hard to stay sober because there's something missing. There's just something missing. Or you just want to let loose, and you, excuse me, and you want to get high or get drunk, catch a buzz or whatever. It usually leads to drunkenness, and it usually leads to drugs, because me personally, if I get drunk, I don't want to be that drunk, so I end up doing an upper, and then it's a downward spiral from there, But so it is a battle. It is a battle to stay sober. To get sober is a battle too. It's man, I pray for the suffering addict, that can't seem to quite get sober, because it is a challenge. What your body and your mind go through to get sober in the first place is tough, and then staying sober. You got to change people, places, and things. I don't go to bars, nightclubs, none of that kind of stuff. I don't hang out with people that party every weekend. I still have friends that party every weekend, but I don't go hang out with them. I do from time to time. I throw a text out there, or a phone call, or happy birthday, or even might go over there for like one of their children's birthdays or their birthday. But as soon as things start getting into the partying mode, we're out of there. So knowing your triggers is a big deal, especially with me. Um, a lot of them I already have known for years, but one major trigger for me is death in the family. And that's what started it all. And I just never could grasp it, you know. And I have such a hard time dealing with death. It's so weird for me. I don't know if other people feel that way, but it's, you know, I just don't do loss very good, and I just don't understand it, you know. They're gone. You know, if they're believers, I believe they went to sleep till the great day of our King's return. But for those that turned their back on the Lord or didn't have a relationship with the Lord, you know, I don't know. It's just, but I know now that that's a major trigger for me with drugs and alcohol, and so I'm from now on, you know, I'm gonna face it differently, and really keep a close watch on where I go, what I do, who I'm around during those times, because I'm liable to fall right back into that, you know. And I don't want that to happen. I don't like to drink. I don't like to do drugs. I don't want to be in jail. Every time I get messed up on drugs and alcohol, I end up in jail, one way or the other. And yeah, you know. So I pray, you know, if you're out there trying to stay sober, watch who you're talking to. Watch who's influencing you. Keep a close watch on those two for sure. Watch who you're around. Changing the people, you don't have to diss them. You don't have to not be their friend anymore. You don't have to do that. You just stay your distance. Keep your distance. You know, as soon as they start talking party and strip clubs and whatever else they may do or whatever's, run and fast. With that being said, man, God bless you guys. God over everything. Jesus is my King. Jesus is the King. Keep an eye on what's going on around us, man, on the world stage, and know that, you know, we don't have to fear, man. God to take care of us, you know. He really does. He takes care of us. We just let him, you know, learn to rely on him, and I don't want to ramble on. So you guys have a great night. Bye.